So you're thinking of moving to or near Mount Laurel, New Jersey. That's exactly what we're going to cover in today's video. We're going to show you a few different neighborhoods and a few different price ranges so you see what you get for your money. And we're going to get started right now. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything about living in South Jersey, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know every time we send out updated information about South Jersey. My name is Matt Curcio with Curcio Partners at Real Broker. We get calls and messages every day from people like you looking to make their move in the South Jersey market, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 5 days or 5 months, give us a call, send us a text, or send us an email. All of our information is in the description below. So as I mentioned, we're going to cover a lot about Mount Laurel today. We're here in the Cambridge Crossing Shopping Center. We got some food here, Ruby Tuesdays. We're right off Route 38. More shopping out here. And then off in the distance, you can see Topgolf, which is kind of newer in the area and always packed, good stuff to do with the family. So we're going to drive you around and show you some of the area. All right, so we're here at a stop in Mount Laurel. We are in Laurel Knoll East. The neighborhood was built in the 1980s. Square footage is ranging anywhere from the mid-2000s to the high 3000s. 2 under contract, one at 630, and that one was 3,700 square feet, and another one at 674, that's 2,700 square feet. Solds are ranging anywhere in the high 500s through the high 600s. So, beautiful neighborhood, quiet, lots of mature trees, and we'll drive you around. See you. All right, so we're here in Mount Laurel. We're in Birchfield. The neighborhood was built in the 70s and 80s. Square footage is ranging anywhere from about 1,600 to around the 2,500s. Recent solds are anywhere from the high 300s to the low 500s. Obviously, anything built in the 70s and 80s has been rehabbed once, maybe twice. So, nice streets, a lot of cul-de-sacs around here. Great neighborhood. There's townhomes, condos, and all that around here too. So, see you in a minute. All right, so we're here in Mount Laurel. We're in a neighborhood called Brentwood. The neighborhood was built in the late 70s and early 80s. Square footage is mainly in the 2000s. Recent sales, there's 2 of them. They were in the high 400s to the low 600s. So as you can see behind me, nice street, tree-lined, street lights, sidewalks, and everything else. So we're going to drive you around, show you the area. All right, so we're here in Mount Laurel. We're in a neighborhood called Countryside Farms. So it was built in the late 50s and 60s. We have square footage anywhere from 1,000 square feet for the smaller ones, and then up into the high 2,000s. We have one under contract over here. That one there is under contract, 2,500 square feet, and they're under contract around 425,000. Solds are mainly ranging from the low to high 400s. Obviously, anything built in the 50s and 60s could need a lot of work, so you might get a deal here and there as well. So, as you can see, nice neighborhood, and we're going to drive you around, show you more. All right, so we're here in Mount Laurel. We're in a neighborhood called Ramblewood. It's actually a golf course community, so the golf course is also called Ramblewood. The homes were built in basically the 1960s. Square footage anywhere from 1,700. Those are the one stories, all the way up to the mid 2,000s for two-story homes. Active, there's two right now. One at 409, and that gets you 2,100 square feet. Another one at 519,000, that gets you 2,200 square feet. One under contract, 549,000. Solds are anywhere from some in the 300,000s. They need a lot of work, and then up to the mid 500s, and those are going to be totally renovated. So as you can see, kind of in the woods, and through those two homes is the golf course. So depending on where you are, you could be up against a golf course or very close by. So we're going to drive you around, show you the rest. All right, so we're here in Mount Laurel. We're at a neighborhood called Ravenscliff. It was built in the 1990s. Square footage is pretty much all in the 3,000s or 4,000s. One active at just over $1 million, and that one is 4,700 square feet. Sold recent are 760,000. That's 3,300 square feet. 795,000 was 5,000 square feet. So these homes are pretty big over here. We're going to drive you around. There's a couple playgrounds as well, but as you can see, beautiful large homes, walking paths, and more. We'll see you in a minute. All right, so we're here in Mount Laurel. We are in Saybrooke Estates. The neighborhood was built around the early 2000s. Square footage is all running in the 2000 range. We have two recent solds that we're going to drive you by in a minute. That is one for $480,000. That was 2,300 square feet, and then $565,000. That was 2,400 square feet. So as you can see, a little walking path here. Nice, big, beautiful homes. And we're going to drive you around and show you the rest. All right, so we're here in Mount Laurel in a neighborhood called Stonegate. It was built in the 1990s. Square footage is ranging anywhere from about 2,100 to about 2,800 for most of them. We have two active, one at 625, and that one's 2,800 square feet, and then another one that's 525, which is 2,400 square feet. Solds are ranging anywhere from about 515 to 615,000. As you can see, beautiful homes, tree-lined streets, street lights, sidewalks, all that. So we're going to drive you around, show you the neighborhood. All right, so we're here in Mount Laurel at a neighborhood called Willowmere. The neighborhood was built in the 1990s. Square footage is anywhere from in the 2000s and then over 3,000. Two recent sales, one at 800,000 was 2,500 square feet, and another one that was 840,000 that was over 3,000 square feet. So as you can see here, beautiful neighborhood, cool to walk around. You got a couple ponds in here. So we're going to drive you around, show you some of the houses. See ya. All right, so that concludes our tour today. We hope you enjoyed learning a bunch about all the different areas we showed you. So whether you're in the market to buy or sell in the South Jersey area or anywhere in New Jersey, we're happy to help. All our contact information is below in the description. See you again soon.